Cameron Eden steps up as the starting pitcher for Eau Claire Williams. Crouches behind the mound, looks around, makes sure everybody's ready. We are good to go here. Beautiful game time conditions, and earlier this year we did have a game delayed. That's what's so funny because, well, the rain poured down and we had to wait 2.5 hours. Don't think that'll happen. First pitch on its way from Williamson inside at 6:38. 78 degrees, not too much wind. See our American flag out in center field just hanging down. Again, like last night, nothing really going to carry out of this ballpark as Eden lifts a ball just to the shortstop. Easy out number one for Josh Norland to make. Didn't even have to back up into shallow left. Sometimes it's a little deceiving here at Carson Park. Press box a little bit higher than we're used to. Thought that had a chance to go into left center for a hit. That's fooled. The Rocks 1-1 at Carson Parks this year. Got shut out here, one of those games. Won in extra innings the next night, and that was thanks to a Shane Selman hit. Ricardo Sanchez comes up to the plate playing left field for the second straight night. First pitch. Williams' pitch is just outside for ball one. Those two games happened on June 27th and 28th, really just 4 weeks into our season. Eau Claire won the first game 4-0 as Sanchez fouls off the second pitch. 1-1. And then that's when the Rocks came back, beat the Express after a game that was delayed and then went into extra innings. Shane Selman with the knock down the left field line that scored a couple of runs. That would do it for St. Cloud, which was a very important game for them, especially at the end of the first half. 1-1 to Ricardo. Drops low for ball two. For those that remember, that was the first of 7 straight wins to close out the first half, which ended on the 4th of July. Why that's important? Well, remember, St. Cloud beat Waterloo by 1 game in the standings. Next pitch to Ricardo, low and inside. 3 balls to 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the first. Cameron Eden just flew out to the shortstop, Josh Norland, to start off this ball game. Meanwhile, Williams, I beg your pardon, takes a step back. And for the Rocks, yeah, they would have lost that tiebreaker. Instead, finished 25-11 and have that home playoff game in about 48 hours. Sanchez ropes a ball out of play. It's now a full count now to the second batter of the game. And of course, with no leadoff home runs, still no score here. Sanchez takes his time, steps back. Said he likes taking on the challenge of playing in the outfield the last couple of days. Payoff pitch. Sanchez hits one over the head of Norland this time, lands in left field, and St. Cloud gets their first hit of the ball game. Daniel Schneeman hitting third in the lineup for the first time this year. Was really hanging around that 5-6 spot for a while, then even went to the bottom of the order for a couple of games, and that was about a month ago. And really over the past 2-3 weeks with the departure of Shane Selman and a fluctuating lineup, Daniel's really held down that number 2 spot. Well, he slides back to number 3 and has Sanchez on first with 1 out. Sanchez with a bit of a lead as Marin Cons covers first. Williams gets a fastball to hit the outside corner to the lefty, 0-1. And Ricardo, while he just got his first hit of the night, well, the challenge of playing left field, remember, he is a catcher. Did make 2 starts at second base, but tonight gets his second start in left. 0-1 to Daniel, hits the dirt right as it gets to home. Good block by Field, the catcher, 1-1. Ricardo's really done a great job, and even that's something you notice, don't even have to ask anybody. Taking fly balls when other guys are sitting down, resting, getting ready. Ricardo's really putting in the work, and even during batting practice, he was calling guys off to make catches in left. Schneemann pops one up on the third base side. It goes in foul territory, and Schwecke cannot get to it in time. Landed no more than 5 feet in front of him. A great effort as he scoops up that ball and tosses it back to Williams. 1-2 the count with one out in the top of the first. Just a runner on first for St. Cloud in a scoreless ball game. Well, at this point, just trying to score, period, against the Express. 3 of 6 completed games this year. They've been shut out. That's really the key storyline for Eau Claire. Well, really, it's a win and you're in type scenario. Williams checks on Sanchez, but the tag not in time by Marincons. Still 1-2 with one out. Trevor Putzig waits on deck, and someone over the last couple of days, 4 RBIs. The 1-2, Schneemann swings and misses for strike 3. So a runner can't go into scoring position. Putzig comes up to the plate, just trying to extend the inning. On his birthday yesterday, had a double in the 7th inning, and even reached third in what was at the time the tying run. Well, unfortunately for the Rocks, on a call that really turned the pace of the game and really changed everything. Runners on first and second, and Putzig was that runner on second. It's the first pitch, a fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Well, he ended up being on third with 2 outs. Nonetheless, Tarantino, who hit into that double play, couldn't reach first as they throw over and cannot get Sanchez picked off for the second time in this series. 0-1 the count with 2 outs to Trevor Putzig. Sanchez singled just 2 batters ago. But again, he left that 7th inning as Williams throws over to first again. Marincons can't collect, but it doesn't go too much farther away from first. So Putzig, really the only time the Rocks even got a runner into scoring position last night. Despite out hitting Eau Claire, well, everybody either got caught stealing or even end of the inning before they could get to second or third besides Putzig. Trying to extend the inning here, the 0-1 inside. Ball 1. Williams, in his 3rd appearance this year for Eau Claire, just joined them really about a week ago. 10 days to be exact. That's when he made his first appearance. Last pitch 3 days ago against Bismarck, but more on that later. The 1-1, Putzig watches it, but it's a called strike 2. Well, thankfully, after having a 2-man crew the last couple of days, 3 umpires today, right? JT Show behind the plates. Well, before he gets a 1-2, Putzig just watches Williams throw over to first again, and Sanchez not even with that big of a lead. Really, I'd say no more than a step and a half at this point. The righty Williams peeks over at Sanchez. The 1-2 pitch to Putzig, a grounder over to third. It bounces past Schwecke and into left field for St. Cloud's 2nd hit. It puts Sanchez in scoring position for Keaton Kringlen. Well, the new pink bat hasn't really done wonders for him. Hitless in 2 games with it. Has drawn 3 walks, but at the end of the day, now Keaton 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. With 2 outs in the top of the first, St. Cloud with a great chance to score here, with 2 of their best batters coming up. Kringlen at the plates, Matthew Tarantino on deck. The first pitch to Kringlen, it's a fly ball to center. Running up is Bryden. He does not get to it in time. Here comes Sanchez, the play at the plate. The ball bounces in front of field, and St. Cloud strikes first. Keaton Kringlen with an RBI single to center puts the Rocks up early.